hands together for the host of the evening, Diptarka Ghosh!
So that's Sundeep Rao and our next person, Sundeep Rao, Raghu Dixit, ladies and gentlemen. How amazing! My dad in 3 years has come to my show for the first time. And he was like, I want to see Raghu Dixit and Sundeep Rao. So, hi guys, what's up Sundeep? How has it been? You've been married lately.
Why should we bring that up now?
Very late.
You're very late.
But how's married life like?
It's perfect.
So when I asked you to come here, you called me Bucket Raja.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
olden times, no? Whenever the kings went for a procession on an elephant, there used to be 2 guys behind the elephant with 2 buckets.
Okay.
So whenever somebody praises you unnecessarily, you call them bucket
I'm
riders.
really, okay, I've grown up, for one question, okay, very important question. You've been on Coke Studio. Coke Studio Pakistan or Coke Studio India?
Pakistan.
Wow.
No, it's just better music.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how's it like to be on Coke Studio? Like,
It's high, man. It's a high.
Yeah?
It's Coke Studio.
do you guys,
No.
No?
So, Coke Studio in India, unfortunately, is not driven by. Say most of the composers here are already performing or composing music, and therefore have incredible number of avenues to perform. And when I say us, I'm including me, right? Whereas in Pakistan, that's the only outlet for musicians to make music and be heard.
okay.
There's no live shows happening, no avenues to perform or be heard. It's either YouTube or this incredible show called Coke Studio. So they really give it all and make some incredible music and then be heard. And that's why that difference between India and Pakistan.
Let's talk about beginnings. How did you get into comedy?
So basically, I got on stage a few years back, actually 7 years back, at an open mic, and a friend of mine's like, "Hey, you're funny amongst us. How about you get on stage and make the room full of people laugh?" And I was like, "Of course, that's easy." And I got on stage and no one laughed. So I sort of initially took it up as a challenge, saying, come on, you got to have something to make random people laugh. So I went on for like 4 other open mic competitions and ended up winning one of them, which meant nothing. No, it meant nothing. Don't clap. Trust me, it meant nothing. My career was still as nowhere as ever. And then I sort of just, when I got that first laugh, it just felt magical. Like it's a pretty good rush. So I figured, I want to do more of this. One more time on stage, not just 2 minutes, because in 2 minutes, a lot can happen, as many men know, but not comedy, So, so I started doing a comedy night with a friend of mine, friend of a lot of people who do comedy, and that sort of just became a part-time thing. And 2012, I took it up as a full-time career, and it's been 5 years since I've been doing comedy professionally.
Awesome. I used to learn classical dance, Bharuka. I was
Look at that.
literally pushed into it when I was 8, and I continued that for 18 years.
Whoa.
And one day in my bachelor's degree course, college day function, I performed. And I come back stage and start removing my makeup, and a classmate of mine who used to play the guitar and sing English songs started making fun of me that it's very effeminate for a man to wear makeup and do classical dance.
Really?
And he even added saying playing the guitar and singing English, and that's what makes a man macho. So I gave it back to him, saying I'll learn and play that stupid instrument of his in 2 months and sing a song back to him, and if he can show me at least couple of decent steps in dance, then I'll agree that he's a man and I'm not. So he laughed it off, but I took it very seriously. I kind of proved a point in 2 weeks from there on.
By becoming famous?
No, I was not famous. I'm still not famous.
Life of an artist.
Is that how you get treated?
I have a fun game plan for you guys.
Not foreplay.
Not right now, maybe later.
No, please.
3 play.
No.
Okay.
There.
So this game, I call it Never Have I Ever. I invented this game personally. It's totally original. Like last night, I was just doing something really exciting, and I figured it out.
What's the next game called? Spin the bottle?
My first question. Never have I ever driven a car.
Oh, screw you, that's not funny.
I don't know how to drive. I've never learned driving. I don't own a car.
You don't own a car?
No.
Yeah. I tried driving once when I was
Truth.
18.
I would rather buy 6 guitars
Oh.
than buying a car.
That's
Yeah.
a good answer.
And this is what I do. I've spent all my money on just equipment and instruments.
I spend all my money on boxers. Just
I'm sure. I'm
don't
sure.
want to show it to God.
They get torn very easily.
It's a hard-on situation.
Oh gosh.
Is this what
Sundeep, what about you? Why didn't you learn driving?
Because I have my personal Uber. She works from home. Not my wife, I'm just kidding. But no, I did. I mean, I love driving. I love cars. It's my it'll be my sort of first thing I do when I get my eyesight back is to drive a car. And I did drive when I was 18.
Okay.
And I think I was about 10 beers down after Picos.
Okay.
And I wanted to prove to my friend that I can drive. And I showed her what a wheel spin was. And the next thing we were at the back of a Jeep. Stationary Jeep, not a moving Jeep. And like the fender had come off, the sides had come off, the wheel was bent. And suddenly a man in a priest outfit comes and says, "Son, let me help you find Jesus." I'm like, "Bastard, help me find the Jeep. Who is Jesus?" So it was pretty traumatic. My dad said, from now on, no more driving because you might hurt someone and we can't deal with that. If you crash into a car and something happens to you, good for you. But if you hurt someone else, you take someone else's life, you don't want to deal with that guilt for the rest of your life. So yeah, then my 18th birthday, my friends got cars and my dad offered to buy me a go-kart. I'm not even lying. He said, "I'll buy you a go-kart, that'll be a not threat to anyone. If police are checking for drinking, driving, you go under the barricade, that's just big barricade."
Okay, never have I farted in an elevator and blamed it on someone else.
I farted, but I took the blame.
Are you proud? Are you
Of course,
too proud
man.
of your fart?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Come on, it comes out of me like.
Smell it.
No, I'm not right now. Come on, guys. It's raining. There's nowhere for them to run. I'm not going to be that cruel. But yeah, you always be proud of what comes out of you, right?
You both have toured the whole world with your talent.
Not the whole world.
Not the whole world, yeah.
Matlab, most-
Mainly North Bangalore for me. Mainly Indiranagar and that's about it. That's my focus of popularity.
No, like you're doing Edinburgh this year.
Yeah, my first time. Yeah.
If you guys don't know what Edinburgh is, go Google it. It's 24 hours of comedy for like a month and everybody's performing. It's insane.
And he's doing 24 shows, 1 hour
Yeah.
length show. That's incredible.
That's talent.
No, it's not talent, trust me. It sounds good sitting
That's
over here.
slavery.
When I have no one at my show in Edinburgh, I'll be like, "Oh shit, Rangasthala was pretty kick ass." One thing I've noticed, if you go as an outsider, unless you're living there and go, "What's up with you Australians, man? You guys are a bunch of shit." They're like, "Huh? Who are you?" Right? So what I try doing is going as a Bangalorean, as an Indian, going abroad and keeping my jokes as universal in India and abroad. So then what happens is that they get a flavor of you, who you are, and as a result, they sort of connect with you on a fundamental level. A good joke is not about a punchline or just a build-up. A good joke connects emotionally. So that's why I like taking my jokes and seeing and feeling how many of them work irrespective of the audience. Like whether they're Australian, whether they're British, whether they're okay, Africans don't really get jokes, but that's a running joke. Sorry, I mean, it's just nice to see a joke connect with people who are from different cultures, right? Everyone can laugh, everyone can cry, and that's nice.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It's almost similar to what he said, actually. Works the same way for
And you
me.
get to collaborate with so many other musicians as well.
Yeah, that's been kind of my way of making music because there's only that much I can make music. I need someone's help, and none of my music, I've always said this in all my interviews, none of my music is my own. It's always been colored and textured by so many musicians who have walked into my life and played along with me, and everyone has left a little bit of them in my music, and it is beautiful because of all those people, not just me. But when I picked up the guitar for the first time, I never imagined that I will actually go on stage and perform someday, or for the fact that I will end up performing to the rest of the world. But when we got into this mode of performing in India and started getting the kind of response that we got. And slowly we started believing that our music is very universal, because even though I'm singing in Kannada, I'm playing in Mumbai and Delhi and filling up the pubs completely, or playing at college festivals where kids are responding to what I'm singing in Kannada. So it didn't matter whether I'm playing in Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, or anywhere in UK or US or anywhere else. I think it's more about the philosophy that I want to kind of transcend across. And then as a rule, I don't sing sad songs on stage. I sing songs which have positive messages. I sing songs which are happy, about love, about finding that next moment if you've lost one. You know, so I think it's a universal thing, and it's about, like you said, everyone cries, everyone laughs the same way around the world. They all connect to the same thing, same emotions. And then I think that's what they connect to. And I take a lot of time and effort to explain each of my songs before I perform.
Yeah.
And very proudly talk about where the song comes from, who wrote it, and what it means. And I think that's what connects with the audience, not really the language. And in the process, once they connect with the message, I think language is something that they kind of then take out and then say, wow, this is such beautiful poetry in this particular language, and let me now learn the words of it, even though I cannot pronounce a single word. And then it becomes infectious. Then that person goes and tells his friends, and then that's how it's taken a lot of time. It's taken 15 years to get here. And slowly people are recognizing and acknowledging the fact that Raghu Dixit exists in this country, which is a great...
He does more than exist, sir?
No, it's not like that. My highest video hits are probably 5 lakhs. You know what I mean? So it's not lip synced by a good looking man on the screen. And so it takes that many years to reach music. Yeah, sure, man. Go ahead. Anything. Wow, what a woe.
But if not a musician or if not a comedian, what would you be?
I would be a school teacher.
Yeah?
I still want to become one.
Wow. Nice school teacher.
I think I love kids. I love to be around kids, and I think there's so much you can learn from and from them. And at the same time, somewhere I want to stay young. And at the same time, I think I can give a lot to kids, and I just become one with them whenever I'm with kids. So someday, I mean, it's a dream that one day I will build a theater which will entertain only kids, no parents allowed.
That's something nice. And Sundeep, you?
Pawns. No, I'm not saying that. I'm Kannadiga, I know my limitations. No, I think what I would love to do, in fact, give it serious consideration, is to be a rehabilitation counselor for people with disabilities.
Okay.
So, just sort of, I wouldn't say motivate, but just try to be there for people who don't have the support structure that I had. I just said that because Raghu said school teacher. I was like, oh shit, I really want to be a porn star.
You both are Bangalore boys.
Yes.
Yeah? Bangalore.
I mean,
Mysore boy.
technically
Now
Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
But I was born in Hyderabad.
Okay.
For like literally an hour, then I flew out. No, I don't be associated with this place. I booked a flight with my little baby finger. I was like, no! I was like, Mom, take me off this.
CTR masala dosa or Vidyarthi Bhavan masala dosa?
Well, morning Vidyarthi Bhavan, afternoon CTR. I wouldn't give up any of them. Either of them.
But I can't eat CTR because it doesn't, like the butter masala dosa, the bende dosa, it just sits in my stomach for like generations. It's really tasty. I definitely
That's
eat
why
it.
it's so memorable.
That's exactly right. Next day you have like the solution for like logging in your system. No, but I do enjoy dosa, but honestly my favorite dosa is my mom's masala dosa. So CDR ke Vidyarthi Bhavan ke. Yeah,
So tomorrow breakfast at your mom's house?
Please.
No?
No.
Most important question of the night. How many WhatsApp groups are you guys part of?
Only my band group.
That's it?
That's it.
No family group?
No.
No good morning messages?
No.
I'm a part of South Bangalore Maids.
The moment I get good morning messages from anyone, I block them.
Yeah.
As a musician, what is your take on Dinchak Puja?
I don't want to take her.
Huh?
I don't want to take her at all. I
think
waste
that-
my time taking
You don't know what Dinchak Puja is?
No.
You are blessed,
Is
Sundeep.
it a movie?
Oh, that's it is amazing.
It's the new way of worship.
What is?
Yeah.
Are you just pulling?
No,
do
just
Dinchak
Google,
and do
go back
puja.
home.
Oh.
Go back home and Google what Dinchak Puja is.
Please, I have better things. I'd rather go watch porn. But I have no clue what this is.
It sounds like porn.
Yes.
It sounds
I
like
really don't know what this is.
It sounds like
Just for
porn.
your audience here, all three of them, I'm not addicted to porn. I'm not. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
I'm a fan of my own work.
Obviously. Any fans here?
No.
Obviously.
You guys!
I personally think it's air conditioned, no fans. No, I love you. No, just
No, you
joking.
don't.
I know.
First, would you rather be rich and ugly or poor and good looking?
Yeah, I'd be rich and good looking.
That's
It's an option if you make it an option.
not an option.
Oh, sorry, I am rich and good looking. I forgot, I'm so sorry. I'm just Guys, I'm blind, I'm just good looking in my head. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
what about you?
I'm already the first option. Rich and ugly.
That's. I'm also rich and ugly. Rich at heart.
Emotionally, yeah.
Emotionally rich.
Hey, sonkirappa mundu kodu.
No subtitles. Okay.
Would you rather always have to say everything on your mind or never speak again?
I always end up saying whatever is there in my mind.
Yeah?
Too straightforward.
Does
and
that get you into trouble?
Lots of times, almost all the time. Yeah.
Would you like to share a story?
I just said everything that's in my mind on you.
Deep thought is a
Definitely
joke.
gonna write that suicide note right now.
Please do. You're doing the world a lot of good. One last good thing.
For all you know, he'll write a song about it.
In your memory.
This is for you, Sundeep. Would you rather be a stand-up comedian or a pianist?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Alright.
No, I think honestly, I have done the piano. I gave it a few years of my attention. But I hate, the thing with stand-up is that, when I first started out doing stand-up, I used to write my entire script out, stand in front of a mirror, record it and go, and then go on stage and vomit it out.
Oh.
And it was completely rehearsed. But now, about 5 years, 6 years into it, I write an idea, and what I love about it is that every time I do the joke, it takes a different, it sort of changes. Sometimes not for the better, sometimes for the better. And I love that chance of it. Maybe it's working, maybe it's not. And of course, piano is much more technical. You need to know your scales, your chords. You need to know. And I can't read music. I just don't get the entire sort of the language of music. But I like to do that on the side. I
So
can never.
basically, you took the easy way out.
Of course, it's because it's no. I don't
Yeah,
know
you need to
practice.
like really work
See,
hard.
most of the stand-up comedians now that you see wanted to be musicians at one point of the time.
No, I don't want to be a musician. I just want to play the piano. Who does jokes?
That's
It's just funny.
stand-up musicians.
Just like do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and write dirty lyrics to it. It's the best.
Nipple star.
No, yeah.
Would you rather be only able to whisper or only able to shout everything?
I'd rather shout.
In bed.
No. Anyway, the whole world is shouting, so you have to shout to be heard.
Oh.
My whisper is loud enough. If I shout loud and then it just becomes little, oh, he's aggressive. So,
But are you aggressive as a person?
I'm loud as a person.
So you're basically a Bengali trapped in a South Indian body.
No, sorry.
My Bengalis are bad.
Very. Especially the one example I have in front of me. But he's not loud enough for me.
I can be.
That's the next.
Yeah?
That was Raghu's next song. He walked into that one.
You guys are such sweethearts. Would you rather hold a snake or kiss a jellyfish?
Of course, hold a snake. I hold
You
one
do
every
that
morning.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw that coming.
Okay, sorry.
Saw that coming
The
from my
question should have been: would you rather hold an earthworm or kiss a jellyfish? Earthworm, yeah.
Would you rather have the power to end war in the world
Okay.
or the power to end poverty?
I think poverty, it'll end wars too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I think the other way around.
Other way around?
I say the other way around. We end wars than people because when you fight, you make more people poor.
Correct. You're right.
I do the first one.
Okay, sorry man.
And that's fine.
Back
We're not in policy, so I don't think we have a say anyway. It's not like we're sending the guys to war. We're going, you guys go fight. I want to be asked to be poor. No, I think you and I are fine. Let's just. Because when people are poor and people are fighting, we can make music and jokes. If everyone's happy, then what are you going to write about, right? Yay, Sunday.
I didn't see that way.
I mean, it depends. It's perspective. That's why I like music and
But I
comedy.
like your way.
Yeah.
We should-
Okay, last one. Would you rather be bald or covered in hair from head to toe?
I would rather be bald.
I'd rather be bald as well, yeah. Because then you can just slip away.
Bald is bold.
Because if you just walk around covered in soap and you can slip away from everyone. Like a-
Soapy Rao?
Yeah, I mean that's not what I was getting to. But it's also, it's clean. It's clean and you're back to your basics. You're not hiding behind a layer of something which is an extension of what you're not supposed to be.
Aw.
Just using big words for complete rubbish. I studied English, great.
Would you do the honors of singing us a song, please?
Hey, Deep, can you keep it down, please? So I'll sing a song which I wrote recently I didn't write it, I composed it. It's become very close to my heart. The words are so beautiful. It's written by two people wrote it, Vasuki Vaibhav and Raghu Dixit. The song is called Preetya Hesare Neenu from this movie called Happy New Year, which I made music for.
ಹೆಸರೇ ನೀನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಹೆಸರೇ ನೀನು
Okay, next segment we have a very funny stand-up comedian. Not me. The funny one. Please put your hands together for Aditya Sridhar, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
I'm also a doctor. I got my medical degree in Bangalore Medical College. Can I get a small round of applause for that? Yeah. See, I asked for the applause because that's the most I can get for my degree right now. You have no idea. Because see, I joined medicine thinking it would be very posh. Because the names of the hospital were Victoria and Bowring. It sounds like it's in London or Paris. It's in Kalasi Palyam and Shivaji Nagar. Two of the dirtiest places in the city. Let me put that in context for those of you who may not know. Kalasi Palyam was voted the dirtiest place on the planet by New York Times. And Shivaji Nagar was pissed. They're like, how the hell did we come second? We're doing everything right. No, seriously, avoid Shivaji Nagar at all costs. It's very dirty. Like, see, I'll tell you. Shivaji Nagar is so dirty, if you drop Dettol, it catches fire. Okay? It's so, like, I'm telling you, when you go there, Google Maps actually says, slide left and cry. Thank you. No, and it's the only place on earth where if there's a massive earthquake, the before and after picture looks exactly the same. There's no difference. On that note, I'm going to call your host back on the very funny Mr. Diptarka Ghosh.
Put your hands together for Roulette, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Hi guys, we call Rule. We really wanted to be here tonight, but we also didn't want to pay for tickets, so we just offered to perform instead. Any Beatles fans? Yeah! Oh wow, okay.
This is not a song you possibly know. Nobody knew this song when we did it.
When I get older, losing my hair, so many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? You'll be older too. I
possible. This is an experimental show that I always wanted to do. It's childhood dream come true. I had Raghu Dixit. I had Sundeep Rao. Small steps, I'll get there. I'll become Jimmy Fallon one day. But thank you so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Make a noise for yourselves. Well done. Good night to you. Bye-bye.